the deal, Smithy?
Jonesy was first responder. Captain Muldoon told us he'd want to get involved.
Any witnesses?
Yep. A young guy named of Max Weber.
Max Weber, huh? Well, well, well. I knew that name, and suddenly I knew why Benny had taken a closer look at this one.
He's over by the auto shop.
The body's gone?
Took 4 guys to get him off the rebar. Heavy fella. Real muscly, lot of bulk. Captain Muldoon was on site. He took a look at him, told me to pass on to you. The Vic is nothing special.
Uh-huh. So a man on the street kind of thing. Literally.
Oh, sure. Rebarred into the concrete. That's a heck of a night's work.
Did Officer Jones see anything?
Ask her. She's just come off the walk and talk. She's still on site. She might have something for you.
Thanks, Smithy. I'll take a walk around the scene.
Sure thing. Let me know when you're happy and we'll run cleanup.
Will do. I figured I'd look around. I'll maybe talk to Jonesy, see what was what. Well, that settled it. Either our killer was as strong as an ox, or he'd hired a moving company. Inevitable, really. Our serial killer must have ordered a whole batch of the pointy little things. Guess the Vic was dragged here. Already dead or bleeding out. Guess there'd been a struggle. Hope Benny had his place insured. Bust lock, too. I wondered how the auto shop played into this whole story. This was not quiet. But then, would anyone blink at loud noises coming from an auto shop? Good evening to you. I had a notion you might have got caught up in this, given this is your place. They tell me you saw something?
Hey, Fabian. Yeah, I did see something, just don't know what.
Tell me about the victim.
Big square guy, lots of muscles. Think he was a biker? You know, that sort of look to him?
You didn't know him?
No, he wasn't a client at the shop. I'd have recognized him.
He was definitely mortal.
Oh, for sure. Can't you still smell the blood?
You don't know what you saw. What do you mean by that? Sasquatch with a bouffant hairdo? New breed of dog with too many legs? Supreme Court justice hovering 3 feet off the ground?
No, it's fuzzy. Okay, let me try. There was the victim. Like I said, this biker, he was walking down the street.
Lost his bike, huh?
Just listen. He was walking down the street, and there was someone else coming the other way. Or maybe a couple. But I can't remember them, Fabian. It's like someone took a cloud of ink and brushed over them in my head. And then, next thing, the biker is lying on the concrete, rebarred through his chest, head pulled off.
So you didn't see the killing?
I think I did see the killing. It's just I can't remember it.
Or the passers-by, if that's what they were.
No, I'm not even sure there were 2 of them. Maybe one. It's just a dark cloud.
You've considered the possibility that Zeus did this one. Was there lightning involved?
You know, Fabian, sometimes I'm not sure how you keep your job.
That cloud drifted away yet?
It's just so fuzzy, you know?
Max wasn't in his right mind. I thought I'd take a look and see who was. How is Benny involved?
Benny? He isn't. He just came along when the cops were called, worried something had happened to me. Took a good look at the body, said there was nothing special about it.
Good to have someone who gives a damn.
I guess.
Okay, thanks. I'll take a look around.
Later. I don't like this one bit.
What secrets are we keeping, Oh! A woman. A pregnant woman, dark hair. She was so scared. Uh-huh. Hey, Max. Wanted to ask you. I took a look inside your head.
You did what?
That fuzziness you were talking about. There was a woman. A pregnant woman.
No, I don't remember that.
And I got a sense of wings. Like angel's wings. If this is my killer, things just got very weird.
So, who was she?
That's what I mean to find out. Thanks, Max. Take care.
See ya.
Jonesy, I hear you were first responder?
That's right, Detective. Called in by Mr. Weber when he found the body. Been knocking on doors, trying to get a picture of what happened. Nothing useful so far. As usual, no one saw anything, no one screaming, "I am the killer!" on any nearby CCTV.
What did Max tell you?
Huh. I have the notes, but I think you should really talk to him. He was pretty confused.
I already talked to him. Saw a pregnant woman and some angel's wings? Mean anything to you?
I'd say Weber's been smoking, Detective. Except I do have something on a pregnant woman. We got this off of the CCTV on the building across the alley. Doesn't have a direct line on the crime scene, but it did get this.
Huh. An extremely blurry photo of a woman who is most definitely in the family way.
Looks like it to me.
That is interesting. Anything to report? Anything catch your eye?
Apart from the big guy missing his head with an iron bar through his ribcage?
Yeah, apart from that.
Not a whiff of anything, Detective. Weird, right? You'd usually have a blood trail, boot prints, car tracks, especially in this snow. No neighbors heard it happen. Does a big guy really die this quietly?
You're right. That is strange. Good work.
Sometimes I wondered how much crime was caused by the makers of little plastic signs, just to keep the trade going.
All done. Clean it up all spick and span, Maestro, so the public don't start poking around.
Between you and me, this street might cause less attention if we just dropped a small bomb on it. Anyway, you get anything useful?
Yeah. Anyone see a woman around here who's in the family way? Get a statement off her?
Pregnant? Not that I noticed, but we had a few officers out canvassing on the early shift. If you have a good description, you could check files back at the PD.
Good notion. I'll do that.
I wanted to see if anyone had a lead on our ghostly...
So, what was the deal at the auto shop?
Well, the captain was right. I was interested in it. Another killing, but not something you should worry about.
Oh, a special case.
Yeah. This one featured a,
La 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 la, I can't hear you.
Okay, okay. I do have some totally unrelated questions, though, George.
Uh-huh.
You know anything about memory loss?
I am as sharp and incisive as the day I took the oath, okay?
Yeah, sure. I know that, George, of course. I more meant, you heard about any cases? People showing up with holes in their stories. Confused.
This is Seattle. What do you think?
That is a fair point.
Check out the files. Best place to look for individual cases or trends.
That is also a fair point. Heard anything about a pregnant woman?
Whoa! You in trouble, my friend?
Well, I am always in trouble, but not that kind. I met any cases recently. Mysterious woman heavy with child? Sounds a bit biblical put like that. But it is not a good news story.
Yeah, lots of people have kids, even criminals, and God help us, the PD.
You got any hobbies?
What prompted that?
I was thinking of learning the piano. Given you sit behind a desk all day, I figured you had the posture for it. And I like to know about people. It's practically my superpower.
Uh-huh. And what's my wife's name?
Delia?
I think that proves my point.
Well, don't let anyone burn down the station.
I'll see you later.
Time to talk to my old friend in the records room.
Why, Detective, my drawers are just waiting for your touch.
Any recent entries about a mother-to-be?
It's a big city, Fabian. Got any more details?
Any cases of memory loss?
Like I said, it's a big city, and I'm just brimming with the afflicted. But give me more.
Anything come up near the auto shop?
Nothing on the spot, but if we widen the search just a little... Oh, that's interesting.
What's that?
Nothing mother-related, but there are an unusually high number of reports of memory loss around central Seattle.
Oh, can you give me some names?
That's the thing with memory loss, Detective. Names are often hard to pinpoint. But let me skim the notes. A biker named Guru. He's been picked up a few times for intoxication and definitely has a less than perfect recall. Then there's Carla, who used to be a paramedic. She dropped out because she couldn't trust herself to deliver the right meds. She's out there on the streets somewhere. Then, of course, there's Mr. Lemon in the cells.
Now that is interesting. I know all these people.
Drinking buddies, Detective.
You could say that.
If you can get me any more details, we could have a hot session of record correlation. What do you say?
I'll see what I can find out. I'll see you later.
Oh, Detective, you just use me. You never even stay for breakfast.
How's life in the tank, Frank?
Detective!
Whoa, that just sounds painful. I'm a little short.
I
knew you were a man of taste. I thought you were drunk, Mr. Lemon, but the records say you were picked up sober. Just confused. Remember anything?
Lemony Moss, Fabio.
That's what I thought. If only I knew a bit more about you. Like where you were found, or your favorite music venue, or anything really.
Amusing Greece.
Huh?
Amusing Greece, Mr. Fabio. Amusing Greece.
Oh, how sweet that sound. You're a churchgoer.
Blessed Holy Mother.
Guess that's a yes. Thanks, Mr. Lemon. See you soon, Boone.
Bye.
Reggie, old pal?
It's a fine.
I got place.
May the night. Mister.
Keep warm, Reggie.
Do you hear?
I thought about it. I didn't see the... Nope. I didn't see the need.
Hey, old buddy. I'd like to buzz your chill just a little.
The traveler's on the road, Detective. They'll be here soon.
Ooh, I have a mighty thirst on.
Always.
Hey, buddy. A filing cabinet told me you'd been picked up kinda confused. You wanna tell me about it?
We all have spaces in the clouds of the mind, my friend. But my confusion's my problem. One for deep theological contemplation.
So, you don't want to talk about it?
Sorry. My mind is a temple. I need to be careful who I let in. You've never struck me as a religious man.
If something scrambled your mind, maybe I can help.
That's between me and my sense of God. Any God.
Always a pleasure, Guru. You keep it real.
The ghosts are watching and praying for you, my man.
I didn't think that was worth the effort. I thought I was on the right lines already.
Well, hello there, my friend.
Well, always pleasant to meet one of your kind. What with the ghosts being so loud lately. I hope recent days have been spiritual and full of love, my man.
I come to you from beyond the veil.
You come from... what? What do you try... Well, I hope recent...
Troubled by ghosts, hmm? Maybe I can help.
I've met many of your kind, and none have succeeded. But I'm always willing to hear your thoughts. So, what good words do you have to impart, my friend? How would one of your calling deal with ghosts?
I'd recite a mantra to calm the ghosts.
Mantra? I didn't think one of your... Come on!
Yeah.
Well, I hope
Troubled
but so...
Spirits are best laid by bell, book, and candle. Textbook exorcism.
Okay, Padre. That's certainly forthright. So, you know these are real ghosts I'm talking about here, Padre.
Tell me more.
I saw her. Right in front of me. She came out of nothing, like a haze becoming flesh. She spoke. She talked about her baby, the one she still bore. But I can't remember, Padre. I can't remember. I lost her, everything about her.
Where was it? My son.
I can't remember what she spoke, but I swear I did see her. And sometimes I still see her from the corner of my eye as I walk the city. Her and sometimes others.
Wow. So you don't know where this was?
No, there are gaps, my friend. Holes in my mind where thought has turned to smoke. I feel I have lost myself. Could you find me?
Sure, I guess. I can at least ask around. What's your name? Other than Guru.
Before I was Guru, they used to call me David. David DeVere.
Really? Nice to meet you, David. Now, I better get going. Asked to attend, people to shrive, that sort of thing. Blessings be upon you.
May you find peace, Padre.
I needed to check on Carla. She was short a memory or two by all accounts.
A few more nights, and I can get out of here.
Jesus, it's cold tonight.
Reg?
It's a fine.
I find...
Sure.
That's my... I got place...
Made.
Writing in this shit is terrible. Just want to get a...
Next time, I'll work up the courage to tell her how.
Carla wasn't in her usual spot. I wondered where she'd got to.
Here, I don't... Spare $1? Really appreciate it. Some real creeps walking around tonight.
Say, Carla, you okay? You're not in your normal spot.
I was just helping a friend out, Detective. Are you in pain?
I spoke to a friend who knows about these things, and they said you got picked up by the PD, all confused. What happened? You okay?
You know how it is, Detective. When the call comes to help others, you see so many faces. They blur together for a time, and I guess it all just got too much. I started to forget.
Was there some particular incident that triggered it?
I don't know, Detective. I remember a woman, a young woman. She was so sad.
And pregnant?
Yes. I'm afraid I fell apart a little. It was all too much. I don't think she wanted me to see her. She was scared, you see.
Uh-huh. That is very interesting. Now, if we could just figure out where this happened.
I've volunteered in many places, Detective. I just can't remember. There are holes, missing pieces.
Interesting. You're not the first to tell me that. What's your full name, Carla? I'll run it at the station, see if some addresses fall out.
Carla Long.
Thank you kindly, Carla. Now you have a good night.
Spare $1? Really appreciate some help.
God, it itches like that.
Want to take a gander at my mug shots? I have a fine selection.
I've got the skinny on our missing memory cases. Can you do some digging?
You know what rolls my Rolodex, don't you, detective? So what have you got?
Guru's real name is David DeVere. He thinks he saw a ghost, a pregnant woman who materialized right in front of him.
David DeVere. Very good, very good.
Carla's full name is Carla Long. She had a bit of an episode when she was treating a pregnant woman.
Carla Long, huh? Yeah, she's here.
Mr. Lemon, I've got nothing on except he sings Amazing Grace and goes to church.
Every snippet is useful. Everything is connected. I have it, detective. Carla Long spent time volunteering at St. Stephen's, giving treatments to the poor. David attended church lectures of theology at St. Stephen's. And doesn't that fit with your Mr. Lemon, who's into religious music? All three short of memory.
You're right. St. Stephen's is the key. Nice work, knowledge base. I should get to it.
Come back when you can. I always need a good sorting.
There it was then. Time to go to church. Something I didn't often say, let me tell you. St. Stephen's Beck. Then I had Mr. Lemon's song on my lips. It was kinda catchy.
Oh, that party.
So, what did I know? Serial killer, dead biker guy of unusual size. Swiss cheese holes in at least 4 heads. Every one of them had seen a pregnant woman. Something like a ghost. The mother-to-be, it was niggling at the corner of my mind, but I couldn't get at it. Anyway, this woman, if she was real, was definitely at the scene of the crime. I wanted to talk to her. A lot.
Shelby, have you,
The world thrills as
Glory comes for us.
every...
Wait, I've worked...
Keep your eye...
Christmas again this year?
Onda, right? Not sure we've met. I'm Fabian. I work for Benny.
I've heard of you.
All good things, I hope?
I have heard of you.
I'm looking for a young woman in the, family way. She's in trouble, I think.
Yeah. Her name is Misty, and she's scared. She's had terrible things done to her. If you hurt her, I will find your haven and I will visit you every night just as you wake. And each time, I will rip out your tongue by the root.
Who hurt her?
I don't know, But when I find out, I will slice them paper thin and donate them as toilet paper to the city restrooms. She's downstairs. It might take you a bit of time.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Vampires shouldn't find crypts spooky, right?
Hello, Fabian.
Well, hello. Misty, right? Have we met?
Memory stretches and tears, and sometimes it must break. She says there are so many pictures you left behind.
Anda said you'd been hurt. Someone had done terrible things.
Yes, Fabian. Yes, they did, Fabian. On purpose. Gifted me. Saved me. Damned me. I have never forgotten how I was gifted. A terrible, beautiful thing. It saved us both. She is so thankful, but so terribly bored.
You said she. Are you talking about your baby?
A child is a gift for eternity, not just for Christmas.
Well, okay. You're a bloodsucker like me, but more than that, you're of Malkavian blood, right? Either that or old Malk himself should be serving you with a copyright lawsuit.
The blood in our veins does have the same source as yours, Detective. Such special sauce.
Malkavian, then. You've been here a while. At least that's what the files say. But where did you come from?
From sugar and spice and sauce that's nice.
You were there at the murder scene, right? What did you see?
A man dreams, a man dies. The cops scrub the asphalt, scrub the cellar floor, and no one remembers. But there are some things you can save without memory. Perhaps I saw him. Perhaps she did. Metal cross and metal stakes. But his face eludes me, as I elude you.
Just some clue, Misty, please. Did you see the killer's face?
These are memories. A soft caress, a sweet word. Oh, it haunts me as I haunt his world.
I guessed she couldn't articulate what was in her head.
I can't help but notice you're on the way to being a mother. And I can't figure out how that works at all. We can't get pregnant, can we? What's this, the stork get lost? An inaccurate conception?
Oh, Detective. There is no way to be blessed with new life when you are already dead. But all the dead were alive once upon a time. She knows that. And so do you.
You mean you were pregnant during your embrace?
How do you think it works, Detective? Did it never cross your mind? Not once. A detective should be armed with all the facts. In service, in pride, in dedication.
Why did you wipe all those memories? Max and the guy in the drunk tank?
They saw me. And remember, I should stay out of sight. I need to stay out of sight.
Why?
He's looking for me, Fabian. I think he wants to kill me.
Who?
The father.
Huh, really? People are in danger here, Misty. What did he look like?
It echoes. It echoes loud. Does it not echo to you, Fabian?
She just needed a little nudge, an image, a memory. If only I could see what she saw. I had to think about this.
Don't go anywhere.
Now, let's see what's going on in here. Oh. We saw, we hid. A blood drinker, one of our kind. A kindred, huh?
Hey, Misty. Something else I thought of. Okay, let's figure this out now. You did see someone. A vampire. Which makes no sense, as our killer is not a vampire.
Oh, but he was! Yes, he was. A brute. A thug. A made man.
He scared you so much you hid, and afterwards you blanked Max so this man could never find you. What's hunting you?
The court is hunting me. You said you'd save me.
I did.
Fabian. Hector liked you. He trusted you. Are you here to save me?
She was bleeding out. I didn't have much time, and neither did she. Easy, miss. Just tell me what you saw. It'll save lives.
Who are you? You're one of them, aren't you?
My name is Fabian. I'm with the Seattle Police Department. Our motto is service, pride, and dedication.
Fabian, Hector liked you. He trusted you. Are you here to save me?
Did you get a look at the guy? Did you recognize him?
Hector heard someone coming. He told me to hide. He was worried about me. Then I just heard those noises. That horrible, horrible sound.
Oh, I can only imagine.
I could hear him breathing. I guess I made a noise. I was so upset. He found me, dragged me out. It was so fast. It's bad, right? I know it's bad. It doesn't hurt.
You're Hector's girl.
No, he was helping me out, keeping me safe. There were people looking for me, you see. Guess they found me. They all wanted my baby. That's what Hector said. And so did he, the father. Too late now. Guess he won.
Who's the father?
Johnny. Dear Johnny. He's one of you guys, you know. Works the rackets like you. For Lou Graham.
Biologically unlikely, but sure, let's go with that. So, you and Johnny created a small miracle.
He wanted me to take care of it, but...
But you didn't want to.
I couldn't do it. When I found Hector, he told me I had to get out of Dodge. He said because it was Johnny's kid, other people were hunting me.
What other people?
He called them the court.
That is not good.
It doesn't matter now, does it? They've killed Hector. They've killed me. And they've killed my baby. Johnny Campbell's baby.
It was then the pieces snapped together. Vampires can't make babies, but ghouls certainly can. Campbell, lose muscle. Why did the court care so much? I didn't know, but they wanted to catch or kill. And Hector wanted her safe, that was clear. She was a playing piece on a board she didn't understand. I didn't either, but at least I knew some of the players. I also realized by me spending all this time pondering, she was nearly out of gas.
Hey, you still with me?
Yes.
I got an idea.
I don't know why I did it. Maybe I was trying to save her. But if I didn't know then, I know now. I damned her.
What's your name?
Good evening.
You sired a child, Fabian.
So I did.
Does she still haunt the city?
Seems to me she's got really good at not being seen. What we should do is go see Ryong. She's expecting us.
You are not curious?
Always, but whatever happens now has to be her choice.
I've always been a night owl, yearning for companionship while the world is not asleep.
I'm not up for another scrumping just yet. My knees aren't what they used to be.
Tell me about your research.
What would you like to know?
Have you been tasked with researching anything on behalf of the Camarilla?
Are you testing my loyalties, Sheriff? I'm sure that if the Camarilla had asked me for assistance, they would expect the utmost confidentiality, regardless of who asked me about it.
Why did you choose to become a Magister?
Did you never hanker for a title, Nomad? For people to pay you proper respect? Fundamentally, it is a gateway to knowledge, and a method of keeping score. Respect is a thing which one cannot afford to give up. Do not think.
Tell me about your embrace.
No, it was a long time coming, I tell you. Your mortal body never truly aged, did it, dear? So you don't know the frustration of a body that withers whilst your mind has so much more to do. I used certain techniques to extend my life. It was a long and arduous endeavor, committing unspeakable acts to claw back a few meager months. I was never entirely successful, but I got close enough to impress my would-be sire.
You have something for me to do?
There's a gentleman waiting in the foyer of the glacier. He should stand out, at least to your eyes. Please don't keep him waiting.
I will see it done. I would explore your parlor further.
Ah, now. I do share that hunger. Come with me.
This I learned in Cappadocia.
Ooh, do what thou wilt is the whole of the law. Ooh, I would call that an experiment well made. I have taken copious notes.
I look forward to speaking again soon. You are the sort.
Just need to avoid the cops, okay? I'm wearing heels. Not too
Christmas again this year.
I'm going to make your dreams come true. Lead on, sweetness.
Drink. Whatever you can spare, please.
You are waiting for a package?
I am. And such an interesting courier. Have a pleasant night.
What can I do for you, Sheriff? You really want to know me, Nomad? I could do with relieving stress, and it'd be good to have someone to beat on.
Yes. I want to know you.
Meet me in room 1408 in 10 minutes. Be waiting. On your knees. You will do exactly what I tell you.
Yes. My mistress.
Gotta say, I'm impressed. Maybe next time I'll find your limit.
What was the price of joining the Camarilla?
There's always a ticket price for jumping the fence, right? Some prices are steeper than others. Some want a sacrifice of a Sabbat member, some just want a blood bond. Lou's asking price wasn't so high, but I wanted her to know I was serious. Gave the praise finger bones to Lou in a nice enamel box.
Is there anything you miss about mortality?
You mean apart from shitty landlords, toothaches, and allergies? Not a whole lot. Except maybe catching this pretty face in the mirror every now and then.
You are close to Lou. How is she really doing?
Why do you ask?
I am merely concerned for her well-being.
Yeah, sure you are. Concerned about finding her weaknesses, maybe. She's fine and fucking dandy, so no need to concern your sweet little head.
Is there trouble I can deal with?
Looks like it. Now Atrium's empty. Seems like one of the assholier anarch groups are trying to move in. Can you check out the alleys nearby? One of the staff ghouls saw Cass out there, and the word is he's trouble.
I will deal with it. Have a good night.
Should have never left LA. Just need a big score, then I can call it a night.
Just like Christmas, I'm coming early this year. Want to unwrap your present? It's my dick. Oh, it's freezing out here. Looking fine as hell.
I should check on my ghoul.
This better not bite me in the ass.
Something's wrong. They're not here.
Hey.
Oh.
shouldn't have walked.
Hey, still painfully beautiful, I see.
Tell me more about your creative process. You work with found objects?
Yeah, I've always used whatever's on the street, but this shop's a gold mine. You ask Nico, he knows the backstory of every single thing in here. Who it belonged to, where they got it, why they gave it up. Gives the work soul, don't you think?
Tell me more about Nico. What is your relationship to him?
Why? You interested in the village hottie? Get to know him yourself then. I don't gossip. All I'll say is, he lets me sift through his little treasure trove, and I make sure no one touches his stuff while he's out on his little errands.
He is certainly a man who respects the truth.
I think that's why I like him so much, you know? We're both people of conviction.
I wish to learn more about you. Will you tell me of your embrace?
That's a boring story. She sucked, it sucked, I survived.
And your sire?
Lost interest in me pretty quickly. Much like I'm losing interest in this conversation.
I will have you, Patience. Right now.
God damn you! With you I have zero chill. Take me!
Oh, you are mine.
Let's try, here? No, here, wait! Here, yes! I really, really enjoyed that. But now I gotta bite something. Anyway, you stay safe out there. It would be too predictable if something happened to you.
I look forward to talking again.
Good to see you still in one piece.
Will you assist me again, Nico?
I was hoping... I have been looking forward to this. I see a light.
Will you assist?
Yes, of course. You have awakened much from my clan fire. Would you like to try some? I find that drinking from the vein is a more intense... I'm sure you know of such bliss.
Yes, I think I...
Excellent. I have a sofa in my back office. Only slightly used. Ah, that was deeply enjoyable. Not the best I have had, but enjoyable enough.
I would like to hear of your personal code.
Live honestly. It is more complex than simply not to lie. You must liberate yourself from the dishonest impulses of the natural mind.
So you never mislead?
Exactly. To lie by omission is still a lie.
I am interested by your relationship with Patience. You allow them to live in your shop.
Yeah, they like my collection, but they follow my rules. They say the souls of the previous owners linger in old items and give their artwork unique spirit. Unfortunately, their art is ugly. But they watch my shop for me while I'm away on important business.
So, Patience is your romantic partner?
Nay, do not be crass, nomad. I am on a personal quest to cleanse the world of the scourge of deception. I do not have time to waste on frivolities and amour. But sometimes we knock our boots.
What can you tell me about the Camarilla?
I can tell you one of them is fucking with the nastier aspects of thaumaturgy. I had a request for some very unpleasant books and the promise of a great deal of money. Anonymous request. And they asked for complete confidentiality, of course. But I bet it's Mrs. Thorne.
I thought you said it was confidential.
Da! Well, I did not agree to the request.
Is there someone who needs my attention?
I do have something. This is a picture of David's youngest son. A son who David has never seen through the eyes of sobriety. A son who David has never paid for, and whose mother has no home.
I have the scent. Take care, Nico.
think they are. What did I do to you? They've gone mad! Help! Help! I will kill you! Someone!
Interesting. And he smelled kind of familiar. Huh.
Taking out the target.
Help! Someone help!
I was hoping to see you again soon, Milo. David is dead, I hear. And am I right that he has supped kindred blood? If it comes back on us, we will deal with the Dominator.
Is there someone who needs my attention?
I need to consult my list of names.
I wish...
It has been a long night, and I need to
I hope you're...
I heard whispers about the secret keeper, and then I heard a loud explosion. What has this city come to?
Can you assist me?
Interesting. Listen up, old sport. I don't offer this to just anyone. You've learned a lot. Seeing as this might be, I find drinking Vita, and I've got a vein.
I would like that. Shall we go somewhere?
Ah, let them watch. Well, that was some pleasant Barney mugging. I must say, you're rather nimble for someone who's been slumbering for 100 years.
You are interesting, Fletcher. Tell me about your embrace.
Interesting. Well, that's good. It wasn't Lou, if that's what you're thinking. Although, she did speak up for me. They needed my skills, both in business and in other matters. I was a recruit, and may I say, an eager one. Afterwards, helping Lou and Rosalind play chess with the violent and the desperate was an absolute blast.
How do you feel about the new prince?
She has her strengths. But you've been around longer than any of us. I'd be interested to hear your opinion.
I agree. She is an ideal leader.
Ideal is a strong word. As Campbell's seneschal, she spent a lot of time reaching out to less enlightened courts in other cities, making alliances, even with other species. But I will say I found her to be ruthless at a pinch. I can respect that.
Tell me about your history with Lou.
She has always supported my business ventures, sent clients and opportunities my way. We had similar livelihoods as mortals. Oh, sure, we dealt in different vices, but it was vice that made us our fortune all the same. I like to think she thinks of us as kindred spirits. She would never say anything of the sort, of course. In fact, the last time we met, she called me a sniveling parasite. Oh, she is such a card. Come back later and we'll spend quality time, as they say.
I will be back soon.
Fire, take a seat.
Fire. Thanks for coming.
My prince,
I assume you managed to smooth things over. That should take care of inner court politics. And thankfully, Willem's sudden exit and the repercussions of that exit aren't public knowledge. Yet.
I had expected punishment.
For the Nomad? For a situation that was beyond your control? I'm not that kind of prince. And as for the optics, I can handle them. But there is another problem. This gardener knows the truth. And you say he's Sabbat, an enemy of this court. And Sophia says she thinks the Sabbat are tied to your mark. Seems our interest just became aligned, Nomad. I'm expediting your investigation. And I have a good idea where to start. The underground.
You say these words, the underground, as if they should mean something to me.
I forget you're not native. The underground is an architectural graveyard. The ruins of old Seattle. After the Great Fire. Rather than salvage what was, Lou decided to simply build on top.
What makes you think I will find answers in this underground?
Tali reviewed the PD figures. Disappearances, deaths, kind and kindred both. Always near an entrance to the underground. It's what drove out the Nosferatu. Campbell never looked into it, said he had other priorities. I'm not saying it's our smoking gun, but it is a gun, and it is smoking. And I'm going to disarm it.
The gardener talked about going under the soil.
What makes you think it is Sabbat?
Oh, I'm not certain. But it's a canker on the city. The way it's been disregarded, that's a red flag for me. Only way to know is by process of elimination. Could be the Anarchs simply stirred something. Either way, it was gonna fall on your shoulders. But Occam's razor, this is it.
I think you are right. At least it is worth a visit.
It's a big tourist attraction, believe it or not. Only ones who go down there now are mortals, and only ever in their sanctioned playgrounds. But deeper than those, I'll level with you. I don't know what kind of threat you'll face. In Lou's day, getting sent down there was a punishment, a convenient solution for problem kindred. Besides, you won't be alone. The gangrel next will be with you.
Then I will be glad of the company.
That's cute, but I doubt she feels the same. Tali found out she's been taking certain liberties. Something I'd hoped the sheriff would be on top of. Now, I'd be inclined to make that her first strike, but obviously, Lou was furious. Remember what I said? The underground being Lou's favorite form of punishment? Since Nyx works for Lou directly, Lou gets to decide what happens when she's fired. Use the public entrance. You'll find the gangrel easily enough. And Fire, be careful down there.
That tour is top of the list of things to do for our visitors. Fun day out for the Okies, you know? Maybe Tali and Ryong are right. Maybe our falling tourist numbers is because they're all getting eaten up by something. You'd hope someone would mention that in the review, though, right?
Jesus H. Christ on a cross!
No sign of Nyx.
And a lot of mortals.
She'll stick. out. We should be able to track her down easily enough. You catch that aroma? That's Nyx, all right. We should get after her.
To 1886 saw the anti-Chinese riots depicted here. The Seattle Underground, where we now stand, came to be when attempts to rebuild went awry. To 1886 saw the anti-Chinese riots depicted here, which were begun by unemployed white workers determined to drive away the Chinese diaspora who had played such a vital role in building Seattle. Despite this, modern Seattle once again enjoys a thriving Chinese and Pan-Asian community. In 1889, disaster struck when the Great Seattle Fire consumed half the city overnight. It was believed to have originated in a carpenter's workshop. The Seattle Underground, where we now stand, came to be when attempts to rebuild went awry and a new city was built on top of the old one. Thank you again for coming to the Seattle Underground tour. This exhibit, like many others in the city, relies on generous donations such as the Lou Graham Historical Grant and people like you. Please feel free to speak with our front of house staff if you would like to contribute.
Running ahead like a mud off the leash. Go carefully. This place is about as stable as a Wall Street gambling den.
Research is forbidden under City Statute 3A 47B, as there are fears of the stability of historical architecture.
You get that subtle perfume of wet dog? You know gangrels. Reckon Nyx is on 4 feet instead of 2 right now. Something's got Nyx all fired up. She's got a scent or something like that.
Why did she not wait for us?
Who knows? Maybe it's a rabbit. Gangrel. About as much sense as God gave a goose.
house in Pioneer Square, where more deals were said to be struck than at City Hall. After her brothel was destroyed in the Great Fire of 1889, she quickly rebuilt in stone and even financed reconstruction efforts, helped save local banks during the Panic of 1893, and eventually left much of her fortune to public causes in King County. Her legacy endures as a symbol of Seattle's frontier spirit, where resilience, enterprise, and unlikely alliances helped shape a booming city.
See why they don't let little Susie or Johnny mess around here. Feels like the ground's about to heave-ho any minute. That doesn't smell like wet dog. Wounded dog, maybe. Oh, Nix, you downright fool. Oh,
no. She found something, and it destroyed her. Whatever did this will have an entrance nearby.
Ryong said she'd been taking certain liberties.
Some cannot so easily let go.
If I was a betting sword, I'd bet whatever did this to her is the same whatever Ryong has us looking for.
So let us find it.
Took the words right out of my mouth, so to speak. What has no scent but leaves a trail of claw marks? This isn't...
Ryong said the attacks were all near entrances to the underground.
Such as right here. This is old Seattle, the city buried by Luke Graham and her sister. What? Oh my. think these are, then?
I have heard a rumor of Sabbat-created shock troops. These fit the description. Called the Unbirthed, or sometimes Moonflowers.
Cute. Trouble does come in spades. Those creatures. What or whoever made them?
They could be the work of the Sabbat.
Not everything has to be the Sabbat.
No, but they remind me of the Sabbat myth. I do not believe in coincidences.
So, if such creatures were to breach the surface...
It would shatter the Masquerade beyond repair. The hunters would swarm. Seattle would fall.
You think this is what the Sabbat are after?
There will be a deeper aim.
With the gardener as their leader. I guess we ask him. What was it? The last thing he said?
Slip beneath the soil. He is here.
Somehow I don't think those creatures can handle a pistol. Orders, military.
Hunters.
There, the mark.
The gardener lies behind that door. I know it.
What are you doing?
They are going to destroy the door.
Fire, those things are everywhere.
We need to get inside.
Fire is not safe. Fire! through that. We do need to go deeper. I reckon we should head back to the surface. Seattle's riddled with holes. Someone will know another way in.
What's going down in Underground Town, oh mighty sheriff? Clowns with balloons?
My prey is down there, somewhere deep below. But the underground is infested. Troopers, heavily armed.
That tracks. Guess the slap-happy soldiers from the IAO finally showed up.
IAO?
Information Awareness Office. Like your old school Inquisition, but less about the cross, more about the extremely cross. Slaughtered licks for government pay, went off the rails. They've got a lot of shiny toys.
Armed hunters, yes. Very like the Inquisition. They have buried an entrance to the lower levels. I need another way in.
Well, shit. You, and this is me saying this, don't want to go down, believe me. Ruins and scars and the grinding of bones, babe.
I am certain the gardener is down there. The leader of the Sabbat. The one behind Isabella, who turned Willem.
Uh-huh. You still think Willem was part of a cult? Not a savant with poor choices in vest gear? Fine. Listen. Great Fire fucked up the city, and that's why they buried the underground. But the most fucked up parts? They got buried deeper, with extreme prejudice and heavy-duty concrete. You want to crawl in the darkest holes? You go talk to Mama Lou. That was her town, and her choices. Go see her. And, keep my name off your lips. This was your idea.
Very well.
It always comes back to Lou Graham. Well, let's bite the bullet. Back to the glacier. You know, I've thought about that door, given what Tali said about Lou. That design looked Asian influenced to me. Chinese, even, if I'm not mistaken. Lou worked with Chinese laborers. I reckon that place is part of her old life before the fire.
And she buried it. Why?
You saw the tour. Seattle is all about the madam with the heart of gold. Not a mention of Rosalind or this mystery sire. Guess she wanted them forgotten.
Do you know there are reports of more explosions? Somewhere in the depths, if you'd believe that.
You have something for me to do?
There should be a little something for me in a trash can, I think they call it, near the bridge in the park. I'm sure being closer to nature will bring joy to your night.
I will see it done. Enjoy your night.
Ooh, now this feels like real spy work. We should be feeding pigeons, exchanging code phrases, cutting holes in newspapers.
You do brighten the place up a bit, don't you, dearest?
I have your parcel, but the park is not safe. Do you know the term unbirthed?
The raised by-blows of the Sabbat? Well, well. That explains a great deal. Chin chin.
You have something from...
Not tonight. I would... Ah, now. I do share that hunger. Come with me.
Page 17. You are ravenous. I will attempt it.
Oh, young people call this edging. Oh, that was delicious. The youth miss out on so much.
Be well.
Those hunters have a head start. No dawdling. Let's get to the gardener before they do.
This place has certainly got louder since you came here, Nomad.
I will see you in room 1408.
Why not wait there? Perhaps you'll have a visit. Let's see you handle this.
I am yours to command.
You ain't scared of a thing, are you?
Is there trouble I can deal with?
Yeah. Miranda has been sniffing around the back of Aurora Pond. It's best to clear her out before more Thin Bloods move in. She's too close to our operation.
I will find them. Pleasure as always, on the...
You'll regret it.
Someone! Help! Shit! Help!
Take this!
They deserve that.
That does it! Guns out!
You ever think that cities are alive? That they can think, feel, eat, shit, bleed, die? Like living works of art, shaped and made by forces most never even realize are there.
I want to taste you.
God damn you! With you I have zero chill. Take me!
This is your journey.
Your skin is delicious! That was new. Not bad, Elder. At all. You inspire me, you know that? Leave me to get on.
I wish you the best.
Good evening to you. You have been busy, huh? It is good to have a sheriff that takes the role seriously.
Is there someone who needs my attention?
There is. This is Charlie's scarf. Charlie's last car theft meant that a woman, upon having an urgent telephone call, was unable to get to the hospital in time to witness her child's last breath.
I will deal with this. I look forward to speaking to you again.
spare $1? Really appreciate some help.
Get out of the city. I hope Mom doesn't move.
That's Nico's target dealt with. We should let him know.
You are my sunshine in the storm. Oh, you have ended poor Charlie. Never to know how she transgressed. What seems like a small act can so often be magnified.
Is there someone who needs my attention?
I need to consult my list of...
I hope your night is pleasant.